Hello, everybody. Welcome to crafting time. I'll be your coach tonight, and I'm just going to pop this in front. Oops, there we go. And I'm going to twist it down. Now, hey, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to use a little bit of imagination, and I hope you like this little craft. Now, yesterday we made our carrots. They're going to go in my dough bowl that we made for Christmas. Um, and they're going to go in here. And now we're going to make the radishes. And then tomorrow we'll make the cucumbers, and then Saturday night we'll do the other journal. We'll put carrots back here, and then I'm going to clean this up too. I have so much to do this weekend. All right. And tomorrow night I won't be on till after 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Sorry, around 8 or 9. I guess that's about normal, isn't it? I can't get here much earlier with everybody's orders and things like that. So anyway, I have some red paint, and it's not called red. It's TUSCAN red, or Rojo. It's a darker red. I call it radish red. It's a little darker than the plain fire engine red. We're going to use just a little bit of our rope or string. We're going to need probably, well, let's start with that much. We're going to do 3 of these. It's going to be a pretty simple craft. I'm just cutting off 3 pieces. Now we're going to roll that up and twang it on and all that stuff. Um, you're going to be using these Christmas balls. Remember? Christmas? Woo-hoo. We're not doing Christmas. You can either keep those on. I am short one top. Darn it. I just happened to see that as I was pushing the live button. And I hope everyone can get on. I do have a red bead, and maybe I can put some twang around that to hold that on and make a little loop on it. We'll see. I'll keep that out. So we're going to start with this one. And I'm just waiting for my hot glue. It seems to be ready. And right here at the bottom, we're going to start with a little bit, radishes have like a little string on the bottom. So we're going to start, actually, I did that wrong. I'm just going to get it wet so I can peel that off. Pulled it off fast. I didn't want to start in the center. I wanted to start on the outside. Now, on your ball, on most balls, I'm going to check. Okay, so you have a spot where it ends, right? So I'm going to start on the outside. You'll have a second ring on the outside. That is where I'm starting to add my string. Now we don't have to worry about anything of that. And I'm hoping I cut out enough string. And if we didn't, we might have to add. Let's see. So I'm going to start on that outer ring. Probably shouldn't have cut it quite yet. And I'm just going to, now this is going to be the radish, what's that called? Grip. So I'm just kind of like filling in this little circle. I'm just going to like wind it right in. And you know what, guys? It does not have to be perfectly round. As you can see, I started winding it around into a circle. Don't forget to say hello if you're out there. Winding it around, filling in this bottom. And I'm going to go right to the very, hopefully the very middle of the bottom. Just like so. Just covering up the bottom. Now guys, I'm having problems with getting notices out, so please forward this to your friends and families and people that you think might enjoy crafting with us. I'm having a little problems with Facebook, but I did find out the situation, so it should be fixed in the next several days. Well, hopefully sooner than the several days. So now I'm going to keep this, maybe not that long. Let's go radish long. You see what I did? So I made a circle on the bottom. Now we're going to paint that part, but not this part. Okay. Good evening, Darlene. Thank you for coming on. I'm giving this a chance to cool, and I am going to add just a little drop of glue right in the center to make sure it doesn't have to stay in the center, or as close to center as we can. Straighten it out. Now, this is going to be a radish. Like I said, yesterday we did the carrot. Today we're doing radishes. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to do 3 of these if I can. So I'm just taking my brush. You can use a dauber. You can use whatever you want. If you paint it, you might get streaks, but let's see if we can. Oh, there's a hot glue there. I didn't see that. It's there. I had these all clean. I did. And my wipes are... Now I know I brought down some wipes. Oh, right behind me. Gracious me. I'm blind as a bat. Can't see a thing. Nothing in front of me, nothing behind me. I'll just stick a hunk. This is a new box. I'll probably use them. No problem. Just set these right here. I'm going to just try to clean this off a little bit. But I had it all. I'm just going to wipe this off. Maybe this bottle is cracked. I don't think so, but let's try it again. Maybe it's in my cup. Shouldn't be any in there, but hey, it is what it is. All right, let's try to stay as clean as possible. And let's get started again. Now you can dab it like so and give it the radish look. It does take a little bit longer to do a radish look when you dab it, but it looks kind of nice. You can also paint it and then go back and dab it. And I think that's what I'll do to get us started. I am going to paint this bottom as well. And we'll paint that string too a little bit. Just simply painting our Christmas ball. And we're going to dab it in just a little bit. Just getting it on, staining it type of thing. Pretty cool. I am going to paint this down just a little bit. Giving some, kind of like a radish. Now I'm going to have to fix that. Now I'm going to take my other dauber. This is more of a makeup brush, but I have another dauber that I use. That's my white one. We'll use a dark one. I'm just going to kind of, where's the other one? The third one's missing. We'll use this one. I'm going to dag it, and now I'm just going to pounce it and really get it radishy. Radishes aren't exactly smooth. You don't have to worry about if you miss a spot, because radishes have some lighter spots, you know. Very simple little craft. And this kind of fills in anything that maybe you didn't get filled. Try to turn the bottle. So I painted it first and stained it. Now I'm dabbing it to give it the radish rough look. They're not smooth. At least none that I have in my area are never smooth. Some are, not many. Maybe they're hung up there. And I'm doing this little point up here as well where this little handle is. Now, don't that look like a radish? Now, it's not going to be a perfect radish. Of course not. You want a perfect radish? Go buy one. I'm not a perfect. I'm just checking. That looks really cute. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to hang it upside down, and I'm just going to stick it on. Let that dry. We're going to do another one. Again, I'm going to take these off. We have to get our string. We'll start with a fresh start. And again, I'm going to start these bottles. These are not very thin or thick. They're very thin. All right. Again, we're starting on the outside and we're working in to the center to give it that fun look of the radish. You gotta find the circle. And it might not be even. it might be off-centered. I just follow what they have. That's the strongest part um, of my little bottle. So that's what's going to start my wrapping. Very simple and easy to do. Now, friends, I keep a lot of, I use a lot of flowers and I have a lot of the leaves. So I use my leaves from my flowers as stuff for like what we're going to do here to make our radish. Super cute little project. And I'm just wrapping it in. Now it's not a perfect round. It doesn't need to be. It's just going to be the bottom of my radish. And I'm just going to go around in the circle as close as I can to the edge of the last one that I just put in. Super cute little radish. How is Darlene tonight? Still up there? Almost Friday, Darlene. Woo-hoo. I got up this morning thinking it was Saturday. No, nothing like praying for a weekend, right? Put your finger right in the hot glue like I do. If you want, you can use finger protectors. I just find them hard to use when I'm working. I'm just wrapping this around. Okay, so we got that wrapped around. I'm going to peel off this little hot glue that's right here. And I'm going to hot glue. Let's see, we're going to leave some on there. I'm going to hot glue this one spot here so this stays in the center. And I'll use the end of my finger work better. Okay, now again, we're going to paint it just like we just did with our paintbrush. Or I use makeup brushes for something like this. We're first going to paint it. Getting it all stained. I'm going to do the bottom here as well. I'm going to do partially up the what's it called? I'm lost for words. We go partially up. You can even maybe go a little farther on this one since it's so long. Paint it, and then we'll dab it to give it the radish rough look. No, it's not a complete brush. But they're kind of fun to make. Everyone was asking me, why did you use all your bulbs for Christmas? Well, this is why. I use them for other things. That's looking very nice. And now we're going to dab it for it can be rough looking. And I for sure try to go in the spaces that maybe my brush did a very weak coloring. Now what's nice about them being Christmas bulbs is you can take little lights and stick in them. I will not be doing that tonight, but I know some people that have those little twinkle lights and such. So I'm just bobbing it. Very simple. And then of course we're going to let it dry just like that one, and we'll do the third one. And I might add a little white. I don't have much white, but I might add a little white spot, because radishes sometimes have a little white spot. Maybe not. I kind of like them like this. Just kind of checking. Now, like I said, you can see through them, so you don't have to really worry all that much. Dab that in, off my fingerprints. Cute, right? Just like so. And take it. I'm letting them sit. I have this little stand. It's just um, it's just a half a circle with 3 screws in it, and a my pipe cleaner or cutter, not cleaner, goodness sakes. And I'm using gloss paint, by the way. This is a gloss paint, so it will give you that fun look as well. All right, let's do our third one. Same thing on the bottom. I'm just going to take another wipe in case I got hot glue on it. Sure, I thought I had so many of these. There's only 3. And I'm just going to wipe it off. Okay, same thing. Take string that doesn't want to move. I have a little cup on my table that I stick my stuff in. And go around the outside of your circle. This time I did the whole circle, so I have to move it kind of quickly around to make sure it sticks. You don't want dry glue. Like I said, they don't all have to be the same size. Now the inner circles. And all this really is doing on the bottom, friends, is giving you that radish string ripped. That's all it's doing. That's all it's for. And I'm not worried if it's perfectly straight, perfectly round, none of that. We're just going to cover it up. And of course, we're going to cut it off about right there. Super cute, right? Don't be scared to say hello, everybody. Now I'm going to add a little more hot glue here because it didn't seem to hold in that one section that I wanted it to hold. A second to dry. I'll have real pretty nails tomorrow. Oh, I tell ya, I get so dirty crafting. Okay, now again, we're just going to paint it, and then we'll dab it. We'll dry it a little bit with the dryer. It's like nail polish. So, and it's pretty fast to make, guys. This isn't taking us very long at all. I want that to come down a little bit more than that, so just going down my bottle. Paint my string. I missed a spot here, so just refixing that. Okay, now you're going to dab it. Hi, Yvette. We're making some radishes tonight. Now we're dabbing it. First, we stained it with just a regular paintbrush and some glossy paint. This is a Christmas bulb. We added string onto the bottom to give it our root look, like we pulled it out of the garden. Yesterday we did the carrot. Today we're doing the radish. I have to get on to Chocolate and I want to see if they have faces. You know, because like if I was doing this for kids, I would want to add faces. Give some excitement to maybe want to eat one. They probably won't, but no, nothing like trying, right? Mm. I won't put it on so hard this time. That was like really stuck. I couldn't even move my finger. Go back and redo my finger. And the dabbing just gives it that little darker look, and it also gives you the rough look of a radish. They're smooth, but they're not. You know? So you got your radish, and try not to streak it, but it's like I am a little bit. Now we got a radish with the leaf or the what's on the very bottom. I want that to be red. I'll show you my beautiful holder, guys. It's beautiful. This is what it looks like. Isn't it beautiful? Now we're going to dry them. We're not going to lift them off until they're dry. So you just grab your stem, pull it around. See how I'm doing that? I'm just running it around my stem. So give that a chance to dry. And if it melts it down a little bit, you know what, friends? That's going to be okay because radishes aren't round. Not all of them. Just turn it around slowly. I gave them some dents by getting really close. Just by touching it, you can kind of feel how it's going. They're drying. See, this one I added a little bit of a dent. I might need this a second to dry. Okay. They are a little tacky. Pretty cute. So as those are finishing up, cooling off, and not getting so tacky, I want to make sure my stems, or not my stems, my roots are not sticking. I'm going to slide that aside. I'm just going to slide it right there. Now let's work on the radish part of it. Wipe my hands off so we don't want the red on the leaves. So that would be kind of cool. And sometimes your dryer will make the glossy paint become sticky for a little bit. So just um, think about that when you're handling it. It warmed up. The heat warmed up my my cleaners, my wipes. I guess my nail is just gonna have to stay red. That's all right. All right. So they usually have like 3 leaves on the top. That would work just fine. If you want longer leaves, um, I'm trying to think of the flower that has the long leaves. I'll save those too. This is a very simple craft, friends. And it's so stinking cute. It really is. This one feels almost dry, not completely dry. Very simple. I'm going to hot glue this right into the top. Now, if you want it to be a hanging style, it's just a little bit wet. If you want it to make a hanger style, I would go in with a pipe cleaner make your X, twist it, pull one X through and wrap it down and then cut it off. How about we do that again and let's attach it this time. I didn't attach it. We'll cut that off. That's funny. Didn't attach it. So you fold it into a loop. You stick it through your flower, your leaves. Now it's going to be tight. I use pipe cleaners. You can use wire if you want. You can even use your little hanger that you have. I don't personally like those things, but slide it through, and it's a tight fit, friends. And the tighter it is, the better it is. So let's do one at a time since it's being so goofy. There's one. I'm going to try to slide the other one through. And it's tight. And you slide it through. Now, depending on if you want to hang it. Now, I'm going to do this one just for you guys. So I leave about that much of a hanger. I don't know why people would want to hang it, but they do. Okay, so now you got your part. You're going to twist it, make a little hole. See the little hole? One is going to go through one way, very small hole. One will go through the other direction, and now you have it locked underneath. And you're going to leave it just like that. Here is your loop. Okay. Now it's the simple part. You're going to glue that right down in and just let your radish leaves either up or down. You can glue it. Very cute, very fun, very different. You're not going to get these homemade stuff in your store. Trying to keep the hot glue off. But look at my cute little radish. Now, how cool is that? Right? Different. You can lay those down, you can leave them up, whatever you decide. You can add, it's a radish. Just making sure my glue stays on. This leaf twisted on me. Super cute. I don't know why you'd want this on, but lots of people like it, so I wanted to show you. Now the other ones, you're just going to simply take your, I'm not going to put the handle on these other two. These are going to sit in a dole bowl. They're going to look like radishes in a dole bowl. You're just going to simply glue it on, have it straight up as best you can. Very simple little craft, friends. Very simple. So you don't have hot glues. I push it right down, making sure it sticks. Now it's still a little tacky, so, and then you can bend them upward if you want. It doesn't really matter. You can push this farther down inside if you don't like the outside showing. It's still a little wet. But again, super cute little radish. You can add a little bow there. And see, I dented it just because, radishes aren't just plain round. Fun. These are a little tacky, so and I also like to, when I got them completely dry, I like to try to get this flat. Now you can do this as a strawberry too, but it's a little bit different bottom than what this is. You have to like start up here and bring this to a full point. But strawberries are a little hard to make. Radishes are easy, very simple. So I've got a little white on it, and the bottom's still wet. Maybe that's where I'm getting the paint from. Let me grab my carrots so you can kind of see. Here's our carrots. Here's our radishes. Aren't those adorable, guys? Now look, you put this all together. Say this is a dough bowl type of thing. You can add one here and here, and I leave those radish uh, roots there. Just add them in. Maybe this one can go that way. You could add a little whiteness to them, a little dusting of white. But guys, here's a little dough bowl. Just just a simple little carrot vegetables. Now tomorrow night we're going to do a cucumber. This can be a cucumber. Fun? Different? Those are gorgeous radishes. Thank you. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Yep. I'm not. I don't actually have a dough bowl. What I have is I took two um, Christmas wreath candy canes and I put them together and I wrapped them with garland at Christmas time. Well, Christmas is long gone, and so I'm going to use that, and I'm placing these inside. We're going to make some cucumbers tomorrow, and very simple to make, and just going to make a garden. I thought it'd be just kind of fun. So tomorrow night you'll get to see all of it starting to come together. Now I'm going to deassemble my little dryer rack because it can poke my eyes. But it's cute. Cute, adorable little radishes, guys. Look how cute these are. And I dented it with the heat, so it just has a little bit of fun texture. Um, you could add, like I said, some radishes have a little white on them. Not necessary. You could do that. You can add them to hang if you want to make a cluster. You could cluster them together. Some people do that. But then sometimes I think people think they're tomatoes, but with the strings on the bottom gives it that radish look. Tomatoes, I do a little bit different color than that. So, hope you like this craft. It's super fun. That was a very simple one. I think we can do it. The only problem most of us have is we don't have many Christmas bulbs left. That could be a situation for some of you. But check Amazon out. You can find stuff on Amazon. And tomorrow we'll do the cucumber. And we're just going to add and make this a very cute garden of some sort. And then just before, well, we'll see. I have a couple things in the workings, and I might be doing some changing on a few things. Facebook has changed so much, guys. I lost Facebook off my regular computer. I have to download. Oh, what? No, just a minute. I just had it. I have to change my whole thing. It's going to affect each of my phones and my computers. So I think that's what all the issue is, that everyone's having all these updates that they're doing. It's changing over to from Facebook to Meta, whatever, however they say it, and it's causing people to have lost pages, lost, um, yes, you guys, um, counts are going way down. Then they come right back up, depending if you can find them or they find you right away. So just be aware there's going to be changes, and and it's out of our control. It's out of your crafter's control. It is Facebook. They're changing over to Meta. So, we know they all sold to this Meta business. And I don't believe we're being hacked. Not saying it can't happen. Okay. But they are changing their systems. And the more and more I investigate, the more I'm finding out of what I got to do to get my counts back up, guys. Gosh, our counts are like dropped to nothing, very little, and it's very scary because this is my living. People, if they want to buy these and stuff, I can't. I'm just putting everything on my web page. As of this weekend, I got a camera now, so I can instead of using my phone because my phone is completely full. Uh, all these will be able to go into the website, and you'll be able to purchase from that. And when I do fast sales and stuff, again, you'll be purchasing through the website. They will be on the website to purchase, and quantity will be listed, I believe, and once it's sold, it's gone. So um, that's what I have for you tonight. Just be aware, your crafters that you watch and myself are not having all these issues. Um, you know, everybody's going to have them. Everyone's going to have to switch to their new system. So, but back to this. This is cute, adorable. It's a great start. We got our carrots, we got our radishes. We'll have some cucumbers tomorrow. This is just our ice bottles that we made. We're going to put them together. We're going to make a cucumber out of them. And I'll show you how I do that tomorrow. And so we're just going to have some fun. Now, I know these cucumber ends are not exactly cucumber ends, but we're going to make it like we cut it off. Something like that. We'll see. All right. Have fun tonight and enjoy our crafters and sprinkle us all out. We need you. We love you. And we don't want you to go anywhere. Just hang in there. Facebook is doing changes. They have to. They bought the business. Meta bought the business. So we have to comply or there it goes. But anyway, have a good night, and we'll start putting this all together so you can see kind of what I'm going to do. All right. Have a good night. Thanks for coming.